Hi, good morning students. How are you all? Welcome to Sharada Math classes once again. If you have not subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe, understand the lesson, like, share and comment. Thank you. Today in this class I am going to teach you the lesson quadratic equation. See, this lesson whatever I am teaching in this class, Sharada Math classes channel, so it will be useful for both Cbse students as well as for state students. Okay, those who are writing state board exam as well as Cbse exams, for both of them it is very important. So please share this video with your friends. Let them also take the benefit of this. Okay, today let us take a quadratic equation. So before going to understand the meaning of quadratic equation, first let me make you understand the meaning of what is the meaning of variable and what is the meaning of constant. So this is a common thing which you have already learned. Variable is nothing but variables are those terms whose value keeps changing. Means variables, they do not have a fixed value. The value of these variable, it keeps changing from one problem to another problem. Suppose you have taken one problem 2x is equal to 8. Here x value will be x is equal to 8 by 2, that is equal to 4. Here the value of x is 4. But in one more problem, say you have one more problem here, 3 is equal to 2x is equal to 20. Then here x value will become 20 by 2, that is equal to 10. See, there you got different value for x. Here you are getting the value for x. See, depends upon the circumstances. Means the value of these variables, they keep changing for each and every problem. Okay, such number whose value are not fixed. So, whose values keep on changing all the time, such terms we call it as variable. For example, usually for these variables we use alphabets, small alphabets starting from A to Z. Any variable you can take. X is a variable, P is a variable, X is variable, Y is variable, Z is variable. Like that, any alphabet can be used as a variable. Okay, next coming to the meaning of constant. Constant is nothing but a number whose value is fixed. So it has got a fixed value. Like for example 7. 7 means its value is 7 only. It will not change. 9 means its value is 9 only. 10 means its value is 10 only. 25. 25 means its value is 25 only. It will not change further. 38. That value is also fixed. So such numbers whose value is fixed, such numbers we call it as constant. Okay. Variable means variable values of these variables, they keep changing. Whereas the value of the constant numbers is fixed. Okay. So in your previous classes, that is in your 8th standard, 9th standard, right from 6th standard, you are learning what is the meaning of an expression. Algebraic expression. So, algebraic expression is nothing but an expression which is a combination of this variable and constants. So, in the next algebraic expression, you will see the combination of these two variables as well as constant. For example, 2x plus 5. See here, x is a variable, right? 5 is a constant number. Similarly, you can write 3x plus 7. So, in this expression, this is the variable, this is the constant, this is variable, this is constant. Here it is variable, this is constant. Similarly, I am taking only x. Let me take some other number. 2p plus 12. So, in this algebraic expression, P is a variable and 12 is a constant. This is variable and this is a constant. Okay, like that you can give so many examples for algebraic expression. In overall, algebraic expression is an expression which consists of both variables as well as constants. So here three important things you have learned. What is the meaning of variable? Variables are those terms whose value keeps changing. So you can use any alphabet for that matter to represent it as a variable. Constant. Constant is nothing but a number whose value is fixed. Like that, whatever number we use in our daily life, all these numbers, they have fixed value. Right? Next, the meaning of algebraic expression. Expression. Expression means it consists of a combination of variables and constants. So here you have P as a variable and 12 as a constant. So like that you can give so many examples for this type. Next, what is the meaning of an equation? So equation is nothing but an expression which is equated to something. Yeah, it will be. This is an algebraic expression. This algebraic expression is equated to some number. Is it not? So, if an expression is equated to some number or some variable, whatever it is, if there is equal sign between these two, left hand side, this is left hand side, we call it as left hand side, this is RHS, right hand side. So, you will get left hand side and right hand side. So, between these two LHS and RHS, you have this equal mark. Means the value of this is equated to some number here. So, whenever you come across this symbol, then this type of expression, we call it as equation. Equation means it is equal to something. An expression is equal to something. Okay. So, whenever you have equation, we read it as this part. Left hand side, left part of the equation is your LHS, right part of the equation we call it as RHS. This is very important, you have to remember. So equation means some expression is equal to some number, something they have given. So it is equal to, if it is equal to something, then we call it as an equation, normal equation. Then what is the meaning of quadratic equation? Quadratic. Okay. So quadratic equation means any equation, means it should be in the form of this equation, whose highest power of the variable. So in this expression I am using variables. So the highest power of the variable which I have taken should be 2. If the highest power of the variable is 2, then we call it as quadratic equation. See, I will write some examples here. X square plus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. So this expression I have equated to 0. This is quadratic equation. See here, what is the variable here? The variable here is x. So, usually remember, this is very important, in quadratic equation we use usually only one type of variable. Okay, like in linear equation, here we are not using x and y both. Here we are using only one variable, any variable, x or y or z or a or b, whatever it is. Okay, so we are using only one type of variable here, and the highest power of the variable should be equal to 2. If it is equal to 2, then we call it as a quadratic equation. Okay, this is an example of quadratic equation. One more example I will give you. 2p square plus 3p minus 8 is equal to 0. This is constant. Constant. This is also constant. This is variable whose highest power is 2. See, here also x is a variable whose highest power is 2. This is here also p is a variable whose highest power is 2. See, I'll take one more example. 3m square minus 8 is equal to 0. Okay. See, here also this is a quadratic equation. Why? Because see here what they are telling, condition highest power of the variable is 2. Check it out. This is very important. Variable is there, highest power is 2. Here you have x also, means this is x to the power of 1, this is p to the power of 1. Powers are decreasing as you move towards right hand side. So powers are decreasing here. 2 power, 1 power. Here if there is no x, it is understood it is having 0 power. Because x to the power of 0 is 1 only. So 1 into 6, so we keep it as 6. We don't write x to the power of 0 or y to the power of 0. Here also p power 2 here. Here it is decreasing, p to the power of 1. Here if there is no p, it is understood that p to the power of 0 is there. P to the power of 0 means any number to the power of 0 is always equal to 1. That is all very important. Okay, here also in this expression, variable is there, highest power is 2. But after this you don't have m term, no problem. We are more concerned about this term, not the next term. So if you have variable and if the highest power is 2, then it is a quadratic equation. So you can give many examples for quadratic equation. One more I will give. 3m square plus 2m plus 9 is equal to 0. Here also see, variable is m, highest power is 2. Only those two things you have to check. Remaining things I am not bothered. Whether you have a variable, yes, I have a variable. Highest power of the variable is 2, yes, highest power is 2. Then it is a quadratic equation. So for any quadratic equation, you have to remember that highest power of the variable is always 2. If the power is equal to 2, then we call it as a quadratic equation. Next. Coming to the meaning of quadratic equation. Just now you understood that any variable whose highest power is equal to 2 is considered as a quadratic equation. It should be equal to some number. Okay. Now what is the standard form of quadratic equation? The standard form of quadratic equation is given by the equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is the standard form of quadratic equation where this a, b and c, they are real numbers. It can take any value and the condition is that the value of a should not be equal to 0. Okay, once again, the standard form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where these numbers a, b, c are 3 numbers, they are real numbers. Okay, and the value of these out of these 3 numbers, the value of a should not be equal to 0. If b is equal to 0 also, there is no problem. If c is equal to 0 also, there is no problem. But the condition is the value of this. Why the value of a? Because if this becomes 0, that becomes 0 into x square. This full term will become 0. See, this is the standard form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Suppose if you put a is equal to 0. Let me see what happens. 0 into x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So 0 multiplied by x square is 0. Now what happened? This term has become 0 and you are left with only this. This is not a quadratic equation because the highest power is not equal to 2. Here the highest power of x is 1. So it is not a quadratic equation. If it has to become a quadratic equation, see that the coefficient of x square, that is a, should not be equal to 0. This is very, very important. This is very, very important. So this is the standard form of quadratic equation. Next, check whether the following are quadratic equations or not. So here what you have to check, they have given the expression, you have to multiply and check whether you will get quadratic equation or not. X plus 1 whole square, first one, x plus 1 whole square is equal to 2 into x minus 3. So this is a problem. So in this problem, you have to check whether this becomes a quadratic equation or not. So before solving the problems, you should be familiar with these two formulas. Okay? A plus b whole square. Any number which is in the form of a plus b whole square, you have to expand it as a square plus b square plus 2ab. If there is plus here, then plus 2ab. A square b square plus only. For plus 2ab means this is a plus b whole square. If it is minus 2ab means minus b square. So a minus b whole square form is nothing but a square plus b square minus 2ab. Only difference here is in plus 2ab minus 2ab. Here if you have plus, write plus 2ab. Here if you have minus, write minus 2ab. Now let me multiply this one and check whether it becomes a quadratic equation or not. Okay. First, see, this is in the form of a plus b whole square. So you have to expand and write like this. A means this one. B means this one. A means this. B means this. A plus b whole square means expand a square. A square means x square plus b square means 1 square because b is equal to 1 here. Plus 2ab. 2 into a means x into b means 1 is equal to. Multiply these two terms inside the bracket with 2. Okay, 2 into x is 2x minus 2 into 3 is 2 3s are 6. Okay. Next, I am going to bring all the first, I will multiply this x square plus 1 square means 1 into 1, 1 only, plus multiply these two numbers, 2 1s are 2, x as it is equal to 2x minus 6. Now shift all the terms towards LHS. LHS means I told you left hand side. You have to shift this and then minus 6 also you have to shift here. These terms I am going to keep as it is. X square as it is, 1 as it is, this 2x as it is. Bring this 2x here, it will become minus 2x. Change the sign. Okay, this is plus 2x, bring it on the left hand side, it becomes minus 2x. Whenever you bring the terms from one side to the other side in an equation, always remember that you have to change the sign. Here 2 is having plus sign, I will bring it here, it becomes minus. Minus 6, bring it here, it becomes plus 6. Is equal to, on right hand side you have nothing left out, so I will put it as 0. Okay, you understood this step? Just interchanging the terms you have to shift it. Next, x square is here plus number is added with number. 1 plus 6, 7. Okay, next group the x terms, plus 2x minus 2x, that is 0. Plus 0 or minus 0 is equal to 0. Now this 0 term means you have only x square plus 7 is equal to 0. So here check the power of the variable. See, the x is the variable, highest power is 2. Therefore, we say this is quadratic equation. This is quadratic equation. So this is quadratic equation. First, what you have to do is you have to expand using a plus b whole square. A means x, b means 1. A square plus b means 1, 1 square plus 2ab. 2 into a means x, b means 1 is equal to, multiply this, 2 into x, 2x minus 2 into 3 will be 6. Okay. Next, x square plus 1 square is 1 plus 2 into x into 1. First multiply the numbers, 2 ones are 2, x as it is equal to, keep these terms as it is. Now shifting, x square as it is, 1 as it is, whatever is there keep as it is. Just you have to shift the terms. Minus 2x minus 6 becomes plus 6 is equal to 0. X square term as it is. Here constant term is 1 as well as 6. Both are having plus plus sign. Add it. This one plus 2 minus 2 means 0 is equal to right hand side 0. X square as it is plus 7 is equal to 0. Since variable is x, it is having 2 as the highest power. So we can say this is a quadratic equation. Understand? This is very simple. Like this only you can solve for the other problems. I will solve one more and I will show you. Okay. Next, I am going to rub this now. Next, they have given second example. I will take x square minus 2x is equal to minus 2 into 3 minus x. Okay, you have to check whether this is a quadratic equation or not. Very simple it is. So here you don't have any problem, any term in this form of a plus b whole square or a minus b. It is direct multiplication. Left hand side nothing is to multiply, just keep as it is. Right hand side you have a bracket here. The terms inside the bracket should be multiplied by minus 2. Okay, minus 2 into 3 is minus 6. Minus 2 into minus x. Minus 2 into minus x is plus 2x. Okay, both are having minus sign. So minus into minus becomes plus. 2 into x is 2x only. Next, now I am going to shift the terms. X square minus 2x, shift here these two terms, minus 6 becomes plus 6 plus 2x becomes minus 2x. On the other side you are left with nothing, so put 0. In this step what I did, these terms as it is, here I have multiplied, those terms I am shifting on the left hand side. Okay, now x square, how many x terms are there? There are 2 x terms. See the sign. Both are having minus minus. Minus 2x, minus 2x. Both are loss. So it is total loss. Minus 4x. And then only one constant term is there, is equal to 0. See, here the variable is x. Highest power of the variable is 2. So is it a quadratic equation or not? Yes, it is a quadratic equation. It is a quadratic equation. It is a quadratic equation. Okay. Check once again. This is a given problem. X square minus 2x is equal to, multiply these two terms by minus 2. Minus 2 into 3 is minus 6. Minus 2 into minus x. Both are minus minus plus. 2 into x, 2x. Now shifting x square minus 2x as it is. Shift minus 6, that becomes plus 6. Plus 2x becomes minus 2x is equal to 0. Now grouping. X square as it is, only one x square term is there, keep as it is. Minus 2x will become minus 4x plus 6 as it is. Right hand side left with nothing, 0. Here you have to check, this is a form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is in the standard form. So it is a quadratic equation. That's it. Next.